Oh, oh, oh. Wing Christmas. Hi. 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 Hello. Hey, everybody. Wow. Oh, that's me. Hey, everybody. It's Naexi Glaurwyrm. Hi. Let me scroll back and thank all of the things that need to be thanked. YouTube first. Greed, member for 34 months. Thank you so much. Sphinx, member for 41 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next in Twitch. Let's see. Sam, thank you for 7 months. Sphinx, thank you for 25 months. 90, thank you so much for 5 stream streak. And Sphinx, thank you for 7 stream streak. How do you guys have stream streaks when I haven't been streaming? How do you have stream streaks when there are no streaming streaks? How do you get stream streaks when there's no streaming? What the heck? What's that? Who else is here? Who else is here? Who else is here? Who else is here? Rick, there's so many freaking messages. I can't keep up. Hold on. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Hi, GTT. Hi, Tech. Hi, Percival. Hi, Sphinx. Hi, Greed. Hi, Gandit. Hi, Loon. Hi, Ali. Hi, Mel. Hi, Azmat. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Dinner. Hi, Protag. This is the part where you tell me what you want for Christmas. Hi, am I? What do you want? What do you guys want for Christmas? What do you guys want? What are you wishing? What are you hoping for? What are you wishing and hoping and praying for? What are you getting down on your knees for in front of your bed for Santa for? Streak only resets if the viewer misses? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Interesting Twitch stuff that I don't know nothing about. Hey! Moderately priced Pink Pantherist tickets, please. So true. So true, so true, so true. Nutmeg and cinnamon in your ice soup so you could feel the festive in your cage? I suppose I could put a little cinnamon and a little nutmeg in your ice soup for the month. I suppose that is doable. You know, cinnamon doesn't cost that much money. All you want for Christmas is me? Whoa. Whoa. 8 million Naexi streams. Oh, I don't know if I could fulfill that. That's a lot. There's a lot of streams before the new year. What about in the new year? What about in the new year? Hi, Rag. Welcome in. Hi, Fish. Welcome in. I don't know why I'm forgetting nicknames. I've been away for so long and I haven't said names out loud that I'm forgetting nicknames. So if I say your name incorrectly, please tell me. Be like, actually, that's not my name, Worm. I want to be called this. How are you guys? Did you miss me? Disgusting laughter. Did you miss me? Can you hear me okay? Do I sound okay? You know, I set up all my new PC and my new house and stuff like that, and it's set up from the ground up, so if it sounds a little different, I might have scooched some settings, you know? So just tell me. You miss me so much that you sobbed every day? Whoa. Yeah, your at names and not your usual nicknames. I know YouTube loves to fuck things up, doesn't it? You cried yourself to sleep every night? Actually, don't tell me that, you guys. I don't want to know that you guys were sad. The voice messages help to keep you strong. That's good. That's good. You know, I was pissed off today because they bring it back the Knights of the Old Republic, Fate of the New Republic, whatever. They announced that at the Game Awards, and then they dropped today. They were like, actually, that's not going to be out till 2030. Telling me I have to wait 5 years for that? That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. They were like, it'll probably, they were like, yeah, it's going to be out with the PlayStation 7. Like, so not only was the Game Awards boring as fuck, the one thing I was interested in won't come out for 5 years. Like, what the hell? I'm glad you guys like the voice messages. I'll keep those up for sure. For sure, for sure. Hi, Rice Shower. Welcome in. Did I like the... Yes, I also saw the new pod racing game. Yeah, I mentioned that too. When I saw that, I was like, oh, pod racing! Pod racing for me! For me. I'm so excited to play it. I'm so excited to play that. I hope that comes out, like, soon. I don't want to have to fucking wait that long. 2030 is the speculated minimum. Okay, so that's just a minimum. It could take even longer than that. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh yeah, everyone's excited about Mega Man. Where's Quinn? Quinn loves Mega Man. I hope you guys have been good. Game Awards, I was like watching it last night and I was just like alone. I was like, I probably could have streamed this and like integrated it into like what I was gonna do today, which is just chat anyway. So I was like, I probably could have just streamed it yesterday and talked about it yesterday, but you know, here we are. Hi Dominic, welcome in. Do I wait for the Knights of the Old Republic remake or Eclipse? Both announced in 21. I never played the original Knights of the Old Republic, so I have like nothing. There's nothing whole, like, I don't have any kind of emotional investment in it. So I'll play both, you know? I'll play both and I'll like it. I was really scared for like 0.2 seconds because I knew it was Star Wars immediately, but then the girl had like a bun on the back of her head and I was like, please don't let that be Rey. I was like, please don't let this be a dumbass, fuck-ass Rey game. I don't want that. But it wasn't. Hi, Virgin. Welcome in. The Yakuza director set up a new studio to basically still make Yakuza. Yeah, that was the thing. It's like Seiko was like, look out at the Game Awards tomorrow. And I was like, oh, exciting. And that's why I watched. And then their announcement was Warhammer ? Which or was it Total War or whatever that was. That was their announcement, and I was like, okay, so that's it. That's it. That's all we got. All right. Total War, Total War, Warhammer, War, 40 times 40 War, with some more War, add a little bit more War in there, mix it all together and you got War. Yeah, the hatch opening up and also the zoom in of the chair. I was like, this is Star Wars. Yeah, you want some War with that War? A little bit on the side? A little bit more War on the side? It's a little bit more? Get a little bit more going? But no God of War. Yeah, that'd be too much. That'd be too much war. Too much war. I was like a little teensy bit glad that there was no more like Witcher news, because like I'm like grieving the fact that I probably won't be able to play it when it comes out, because there's like no way my computer will be able to handle it unless they release it on the Switch 2, which they probably won't. So I'm like, I don't want to know anything about it anymore, actually. I'm just kidding. I don't want to know anything about Witcher 4 because I won't be able to play it. It'll make me sad. You know what I have stuck in my head? Have you guys seen, well, I don't know if anyone else is this chronically online as I am, but the guy that plays the SpongeBob in the SpongeBob musical, Ethan Slater, that clip of him going around where he's just like, this kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. I just have that stuck in my head. He shakes his hips, but like everyone on TikTok is like doing the dance. It's so silly. It's fucking SpongeBob. Oh yeah, and Teeny and I watched the Ice Spice video for SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay. So yesterday I was just like, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay. That was the first time I had heard the song all the way through. Big guy, big guy. Naexi Big Guy Pants Okay. Naexi Big Guy Worm Okay. I'm big worm. Big Naexi Big Tail Worm Okay. Naexi Big Tail Worm Okay. There we go. That's final answer. Naexi Big Worm Tail Okay. Yeah. Worm remix. But yeah, I just wanted to this is just kind of like a soft comeback. It's not a full, oh, thank you for redeeming tail. Thank you for redeeming tail. It's not like a full comeback, and I'll tell you why. I will explain my reasoning. So I moved back in with my family unit. There are a total of 5 of us. It's a lot of people, and I'm getting used to everyone's schedules. Yeah, it's hi, I'm still alive, and I like want to talk to you guys, and I want to check on you guys and see how you guys are doing. And I'm just getting used to everyone's schedules. Like my brother, he goes to school full time, but he's home for the holidays, and then my sister, she works and goes to like a trade school, so she's like sometimes home, sometimes not. And then Worm Dad, he works from home some days and not other days. And then my mom is just, you know, full-time mom, so we're just kind of like all over the place, and I'm still getting used to schedules and stuff like that. So like trying to figure out stream times has been a little bit difficult. You know, I've only been here for a week. I've got everything unpacked for the most part. I have to get some new bookshelves, so I don't have like all my figures and stuff out. Like I haven't really decorated, but I have got like the basics put away. All my furniture is like put away and stuff like that, and I'm just kind of like getting used to the area that I moved to, and I'm getting used to the house. I'm getting used to my family again. You know, I haven't lived with my family in like 10 years. It's been a very long time since I've lived with them, so we're all learning each other's quirks, you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to figure out a stream schedule. I'm trying to figure out hi Funky, welcome in. I'm trying to figure out stream schedule. I'm trying to figure out like noise levels, like what is like a comfortable, what's like a comfortable noise, because you know I'm a screamer. I love to scream. I love to you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out like noise levels, like what's the loudest I can get without someone getting mad at me. And also my family doesn't know that I stream, so I'm being a little quiet. I'm being a little quiet. And I'm notorious mic peeker. Yes, that is me. I love doing a little scream. I love doing a little yell. I love getting a little crazy with it, especially in collabs. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, how I can get back to a type of normal. It's a new normal that I have to get used to. And yeah. My favorite bit is the screaming from another person's POV. Honestly, that's how I want to go viral. I want to go viral because someone else heard me scream in another point of view, and then they were like, "What the hell is that?" And then they were like, "Whoa, look at this worm." If they don't like the noise, then they have to come on stream. That's a good way to tell them that you stream. No. Hi Quinn, okay, hi Quinn. I've streamed this long without really letting them know, and I just have like a lot of reservations about it. I always have. I kind of view streaming as like my getaway as much as I view it as like trying to make a getaway for my community. So like I don't really want to I keep my real life stuff and my stream stuff like completely separate. Like, and I've always been like that since the very beginning. I keep them very separate. And so I have a lot of reservations about it. I mean, if push comes to shove and I have to, then I got it. You know, if I got it, then I got it. But I'm really gonna try not to. I really want to just kind of keep it under wraps at the moment, just because like there's a lot of, it's not just like I don't just turn on a camera. You know, explaining VTubing in and of itself is like a task for any like normal person that doesn't even know what streaming is, let alone what a VTuber is. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it on the DL. We're gonna keep it on the DL, and I'm gonna try to rein it in, but not too much. I won't be changing anything about myself, but we're just gonna have to experiment. We're just gonna have to experiment. We're gonna have to get a little crazy, but not too crazy. Keep it on the download. Imagine being normal. It could not be me. It could literally not ever be me. Really. I'm excited to show you guys what VIVARIA has in store for December. We have some cute stuff coming up for this month. It's like halfway through the month, but we got some cute stuff in the works, so I'm excited to show you guys. And I discovered the whole family are VTuber fans. No, I would know. Just getting a little crazy with it, but not enough to let other knows to get crazy with it. Yeah. Bavaria. Yippee! Yeah! This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. Yeah! Yeah, we do be cooking. We do be cooking at all times. So I am excited to show you guys what we got. I know. Okay, here's the thing about, I wanted to say this. Here's the thing about Pokemon Legends CA. I will not be streaming it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be streaming it. I'm going to be playing it on my own. Off in my bed. Away from the internet, and I'm just gonna enjoy it till its fullest capacity, you know, separately. And I really put a lot of thought into it. Like I was like I don't know if I want to stream it or not, and I did think about it a lot, but I just decided not to stream it. But I am still gonna play it, of course. I know I'm getting it for Christmas. What's about your throat? I'm sorry, Quinn. Brexy, thank you for 28 months. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Wave at freaking wormy. Literally. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be streaming ZA. When I stream it eventually, no, probably not. Because here's the thing. No dilemma to worry about. The one problem that plagued only Sim. Here's the thing. So my computer, my PC setup, I have like my capture card from my first Switch, and when I get my Switch 2, I'm not going to make it a streaming Switch, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, that is gonna be for like offline worm, or just me to enjoy on my own time, like so I can play games with my siblings and stuff, and then I will continue to like stream the games that I already have for my Switch on my like regular Switch. So I probably won't be streaming any Switch 2 games ever. Personal enrichment therapy time. Yeah. So I know that's a little weird, but that is my final decision on that. But I'll of course like show you guys screenshots, and like maybe if I take like a video of some stuff, like a screen video of something, I can like post it, or I can show you guys on stream later. Like if I like get something crazy and I need to like show you guys what happened, then I'll do that. But yeah. Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Heart, hand. But don't let that deter you from watching worm streams just because I'm not using my Switch 2 to stream. I'll still be, of course, playing whatever stuff I have on my regular Switch, and then like, you know, whatever stuff I have on Steam and all that. So screech of joy and voice message if something happens. Yeah, exactly. Hi, last meow, welcome in. We're just chit-chatting. Yeah. This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. It's stuck in my head so badly. I wish it would get out of my brain. Fucking SpongeBob. Oh, also, I am Central Time now, you guys. I'm Central Time. I'm no longer Eastern Time. I'm Central now. I'm 1 hour closer to all of my friends. I'm 1 hour closer. Yeah, huge news. Gigantic news, even. It's only 1 hour, but it already feels like my life is completely different. Like, time zones really be crazy. Hi, Shizu. Welcome in. I'm Central Time now. So, welcome to the superior time zone. Greed, you've always been Central? What the heck? I didn't know that. Is everybody Central now? Wait. Has everyone always been either Central or Pacific, and I've just been the lone piece of shit chud Eastern person? Like, what the fuck? I can't believe this. What the hell? Fuck my fat EST chud life, but no longer! No longer! Chud EST in arms. You might have been the only EST on the planet. I'm now learning that I probably was. That's crazy. I always felt so like awful because I would be so ahead of time, and like sometimes Dreamy would start stream at like 1 a.m. Eastern, and I was like, fuck man, like I would like take a nap and then I would wake up and I'd be like, I'm here. And then I would go right back to bed. But this will be a little bit easier on me. This will definitely be a little bit easier on me, especially for me and Teeny, because now Teeny and I are only 1 hour apart, which means we're basically like, it's like so close, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, everyone is PST, but now I'm central, baby, and I'm centrally locked in. I'm so freaking locked in. So like, I don't know how that will affect stream times currently, because like I said, I'm still like learning like my family's schedule and stuff like that, but this feels like a good time starting. Like I started like 8:30 my time, and it didn't feel like too late or too early. Like I know my mom's about to go to bed, and like everyone's just kind of like about to go to bed or like slightly in bed. I know my brother and my sister stay up kind of late, but like I don't think that will affect things too much. I think I'll be fine. I mean, they're also gamers too. Like we're just a family of gamers, so if they're yelling and I'm yelling, then it's fine. If we're all just yelling, sometimes my family will knock on my door. So if if I might mute sometimes, or I might be like, is someone there? Because I can't hear through my headphones and I don't know if someone's knocking on my door. That might happen sometimes, but we game together, yeah. I started at 11 for you, Tech. Oh, well maybe I'll go a little earlier. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. I know that 6 p.m. is not gonna be like, anything before 6 is not gonna be doable. Just because my dad works from home some days and he doesn't stop until like sometimes 6:30. So it would have to be after that for sure. But I just don't know. We'll just have to do some experiments. I might do like way early on weekends and then like some later ones on the weekdays. Why are we yelling? I don't know. Dude, my mom went to bed the other night at like 6:15. And I'm not saying that like I also don't go to bed. Like sometimes I'll like go to bed like at like 7 and I'll sleep for 12 hours accidentally. Like that definitely happens to me, but like she had put in a full day's work of like before she went to bed at 6:15. Like she was up at like the crack ass of dawn and then went to bed at 6:15. Like I was like wild, crazy, insane, strong, resilient. No, I could not be that way. Today I had to take a nappy. The day was just too lazy. Okay, so the way I have my desk set up, like in front of me, my desk is like against the wall, and then on either side of my desk are two windows, and the windows don't have blinds on them because the house, when my parents bought the house, like it just didn't have blinds in some of the, like any of the rooms upstairs, so we just have like these fuck ass curtains. But the sun comes in exactly on my eyeballs when I'm sitting at my desk, and I really need blinds because like I'm like, ah, it hurts so bad, the sun is blinding me. So I can't sit at my desk like while the sun is coming in at certain points of the day. The curtains, the curtains doesn't help because there's no blinds. It's just window and then blinds. So like the blinds don't even, I mean the curtains don't even really help because the corner or like the opening of the side of the window where the curtain meets it is like, that's where the light comes in at the exact opening. Yeah, curtains, would we? Yeah, I might try blackout curtains. Like once I get the blinds up, once I actually get blinds, then I'll put better curtains up. Right now they're just kind of like a placeholder. Whoever designed this house had terrible taste. Like the living room has the ugliest fan, like ceiling fan I've ever seen in my life. Like it is, and some of the rooms have the worst wallpaper ever. I just don't understand like what they were thinking. My mom's like, I can't wait to redo the inside. Everything looks bad. Oh, speaking of the throne, it just got posted in chat. I did put some stuff that I need for my room on throne if anyone was interested. It's optional, but I just put some stuff on there. I'll probably be adding more as I like figure out what I want to do with my room and stuff like that, but that is always an option. I've had the hiccups like all day. A part of the new house is finding a room with some of the most bizarre wallpaper. That's definitely the dining room for this house. It's like this dark, okay, it's like a dark green, and then it has a circular gold embellishment all over it. And I think green and gold could go together, you know, i.e. Loki, but like the colors is so bad. It doesn't look good. I hate it. Looks terrible. Not the stuffed animal flagpole. Look, I have a lot of stuffed animals and I have to display them, and I have to display them because the way that I had my stuffed animals displayed at my last room was I had like these plush nets that hung in the corners of the room, and then I put all my stuffed animals in the nets, and they would be hung hung at the top of the corner. But I can't use the nets in this room because 2 corners of the room have the air vents. So if I put the nets up there, and the stuffed animals are gonna block the air vents, and then the other corner of the room, the door is like directly in the corner, so I can't put the net there because the net will hit the top of the door. And the third corner of the room, if I only put 1 net up, then it would not be enough to hold all of my stuffed animals. So I have to think of new and inventive ways to display my stuffed animals. I'm only 4 years old, you guys. I have a lot of stuffed animals. I have a lot of Sonic stuffed animals. I have a lot of Pokemon stuffed animals. I have all the stuffed animals from my childhood. I have a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuffed animals. Like, I'm just a baby, okay? I'm just a girl. I have a lot of stuffed animals, and they can't all fit on my bed. So I have to find new and inventive ways to display them, okay? So, oh, the humanity. I have to defend myself because my mom is always just like, oh, you have so much junk, and I'm like, it's not junk. They're very important to me. They're very important. my treasure hoard. My treasure hoard. My mom is the most minimalist dragon that has ever existed. She's a minimalist. She hates stuff. She hates owning things. And I'm the complete opposite. Yeah, they're my memories. I love having crap. Literally, consumerism. I know. I love consuming. I love buying things. I love having stuff everywhere. When I was packing, I messaged Teeny and I was like, the amount of acrylic stands that I own is literally disgusting. Like, what is wrong with me? You have 70 amiibos? That's a good bit. That is a good bit. But yeah, my acrylic stand collection is disgusting. Like, it is gross. And when I was putting away all my stuffed animals, like, I have 3 totes full of just stuffed animals. Like, what is wrong with? Hi, Fernando. Welcome in. Make a tier list of the acrylic stands and eat anything below C tier. I make a tier list of the acrylic stands of which one is best used as like a spoon or a fork. Just like when I used my own acrylic stand to eat a piece of cheesecake, like as a utensil, I could do that. Hi Virgil, welcome in. My since this house has hardwood and my old house had carpet, I mean cave. My old cave had carpet. This one has hardwood. My office chair is so rolly. It doesn't just stay in one place and it really pisses me off. I also need to get a mat for like underneath my desk to put my chair on top of, because I'll just be sitting here and I'll accidentally knock myself like across the room. Even though my chair is pretty heavy, it does not stay in one location. Shut up. My immersion! My immersion! My immersion! Me when I eated my 50th Butterfinger Jingle Bell. Have you guys ever had those? I have a whole bag of them. The Butterfinger Jingle Bell. The Butterfinger Jingle. Are they called? Yeah, they're called Jingles. Christmas candy is like freaking incredible. Yeah, I got pushed all the way across the room by a ghost. Hi Gohan, welcome in. The little Debbie Christmas trees. I love the Christmas tree cakes. Those are my favorite. I already ate a whole box. Did you guys know that the little Debbie Christmas tree cakes, if you get the smaller box, then you get the smaller trees, but if you get the fatter box, you get the big Deborah. The big Deborah. Which is like one big Deborah cake is like the equivalent of 2 smaller Christmas tree cakes. They're huge. Big Deborah. He buys 4 or 5 boxes at New Year's and hoards them so he has to eat like midway through the year. That's me with Boo Berry. Honestly, when the Boo Berry and the Frankenberry hits the shelves, I'll typically buy like 3 or 4 boxes so it'll last me. Like when I moved in and I brought my Boo Berry with me, my mom was like, Boo Berry? And I was like, yeah. I have to make it last. It's my favorite cereal. It only comes out once a year. What do you want me to do? One day I'm gonna get sponsored by Blueberry, and then I'll have year-round Blueberry. That's my dream. That's my dream, you guys, to have year-round Blueberry. You were a Cheerios kind of guy? That's boring. They're boring. Boring. Live a little, Quinn. Live a little. Live a little. You could have even said, like, I mean, because Blueberry is basically just Lucky Lucky Charms, but like Halloween themed. No quitting allowed. It's Christmas. No quitting allowed. It's Christmas. You can't quit. Not on Christmas, you can't. You could be eating Cheerios right now, but you're not. You're watching me, your Oshi that hasn't been here in 15 months. What if I did disappear for 15 months? You guys will probably think that I reincarnated somewhere, but no, really, I was just laying in my bed. Laying in my bed eating Blueberry. You'd cry. Oh, stop saying you guys would cry if I left. That makes me sad. No crying and throwing up, and no crying. Okay, my 8-month hiatus was definitely the longest. Most people don't really remember that though, because I haven't been here that long. I am so happy that you guys miss me. I'm so glad you guys are saying hi to me right now. I didn't bring Cheerios. You guys should not have expected anything at all from me. You got your ice soup. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. The dark times. It wasn't that bad. I was just rethinking my entire life, that's all. That's all, that's all. What was I gonna say? Someone said ice soup as a joke and you activated like a sleeper agent? That's because you guys think it's just ice soup, but I really have been just drugging you guys. And it's the I love worm drug. And then every time you drink the ice soup, you get Pavloved into loving me more. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I missed you guys too, I guess. I guess. God forbid a woman drug her fan base as a tweet. I support women's wrongs and rights, but mostly their wrongs. Who have you guys been watching in my absence? If you guys can tell me, I won't be mad, I promise. I promise. As long as it wasn't a no one. Thanks, Tech. Past streams? Really? That's nice. Nimmy Nightmare? Valid? Dude, I saw the freaking clip of her when the Mega Man came up and she said Astro Boy. That was funny. This feels like a trap. It's not a trap. You could say. You're allowed. Binge watched my Peak and Repo VODs. Did you like them? Were they good? Were they good? Were they good? Dispatch Rabbit Hole. Yeah! I've been seeing stuff about that. I immediately lost interest when I saw that you couldn't be gay in it. Yeah, she said Astro Boy. Fuyu? That's good. I'm glad. Always watch Fuyu. Couldn't give us male Vola either. Is that the blonde? Is that the blonde? I don't know all the names. The demon. Okay. Is it... Wait. Okay. Is it like its own... Is it its own... Is it its own... Like... What am I trying to say? Is it its own superhero universe? Or is it based off a comic? You can romance Jacksepticeye? In Dispatch? Really? It's original? Okay. They have a comic? Oh, okay. So it's like Invincible, which is its own separate thing, right? I can't keep up with all this shit. I can't keep up with all this shit. Oh my gosh, you guys, I saw Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Eee! I saw Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I also saw Wicked 2. What else did I see? You think I have a similar vibe to Narissa Ravencroft? That's crazy. There's no way. You saw it today? The four of us in the theater enjoyed it. I had a full theater. And actually I went with my sister. And the kids were out of control. The kids are freaking crazy. And we waited like a few days. And the kids next to me were like so loud. And my sister like whispered, she was like, "Are they bothering you?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's fine." My sister has been known to like stand up for me in public places all the time. And she just got so sick of it. She like leaned over me and she was like, "Can you guys shut up?" You wanna watch it? Yeah, take your friends with you. Oh, you went at like 1:30 in the afternoon or in the morning? Quinn, that's why you have to buy your tickets online. Get with the program. Buy your Freddy Fazbear ticket online and then show the freaking thing. Show it. Show the QR code and then you don't have to interact with anybody. Yeah, my sister's awesome. My sister stands up for me all the time. And she's younger than me. Chainsaw Man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that. Because I'm not super into Chainsaw Man. The Freddy Fazbear fans are all around you for those with eyes to see. Or. Freddy Fazbear. I liked it. Okay, the writing wasn't the strongest, but I like horror schlock, so that wasn't like a low point for me or anything like that. I thought it was silly, and I enjoy silly things, so that didn't really bother me. My sister is like a hardcore FNAF fan. Like, she's been there since the first game came out. Like, she's like a lore head and all that stuff. Like, she's super into it. So like, she was mad about a lot of things, but like still liked it. I will say that I don't think the first one, I came out of it like, okay, there was not enough blood, there wasn't enough jumpies. And then the second one, I feel the same. I don't really feel like there was less, but I feel like it was the same, and I feel like it just wasn't enough. There need to be more jump scares. There need to be more blood. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I didn't want it to be like gore fest, but I just thought that they could have done to show a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like, they could have added when they were in the river and it was like the blood came out of the river, I was like, okay, well, every shark horror film does that. I'm not scared by that. Yeah, the plot in and of itself is like kind of confusing, but I didn't mind it. I mean, I'm not like super into the lore, so it didn't really bother me much, but the practical effects? Are you freaking kidding me? Absolutely insane. If you have no interest in Five Nights at Freddy's, but you would like practical effects and you like genuinely like animatronics, oh my god, it looked good. Holy shit. Like, oh, you can always trust Jim Henson. You can always fucking trust Jim Henson's Muppet Factory to put out amazing fucking puppets. Like, holy shit, did it look good. Every single animatronic looked so fucking good. I was in awe. I was gobsmacked. I was like, that's real. They truly, like, I'm such a practical effect guy. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. Like, it literally felt like you were there. So on that front, if they just keep the practical effects really, really good for the other movies, I don't even care that the writing is bad. I just watch it for the practical effects, you know what I mean? Like, that's all that really matters. The little party they had at the studio that looked like Freddy's was genuinely real. The party, I don't know. I have seen some behind the scenes stuff, but not all of it. Either way, it was freaking awesome. Mario Movie 2 comes out soon. Yep, that's right. I haven't even seen the first one. I watched it on someone else's screen next to me on a plane with no sound. So I actually don't know what the first movie sounded like at all. I just kind of like, I was listening to my music, and then sometimes I would roll my head over and I would like watch for a few minutes, and I would read the subtitles and I'd be like, what the hell? And then I'd like roll my head back over like So yeah, I still haven't even watched the first one like in a full experience yet. But yeah, second one, I freaking love Super Mario Galaxy. That's like one of the Wii games that I remember fondly. That's probably the only Mario game I've ever played and have like fond memories of. Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii, because we had a family Wii, so we all took turns playing it together. Spoiler, he goes wahoo. I say wahoo a lot. Do I get an award? I want an award. Give me a wahoo award. I want the wahoo award. Yeah, Mario Galaxy 1 is like truly has some of the best music ever, I think. You know, on the Nintendo Music app, they added Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Music app, and I just would listen to the Luma song on repeat some days. Like, it's so freaking good. Oh, I was watching, who was I watching play it on the Switch. Oh, I was watching Casper Caccini play Mario Galaxy 1 on the Switch because, you know, they ported it or whatever. And okay, I might actually get that. I might actually play that on stream, maybe, thinking about it. I kind of don't want to spend $80 for both of them. But I think it would be cool to have on the Switch and maybe play. Naexi, Chris Pratt, don't ever compare me to Chris Pratt. Ever. You can talk about the Game Awards, Quinn. We already talked about it while you weren't here. We talked about it at the very beginning, and I was like, where's Quinn? Quinn loves Mega Man. And you weren't here. You weren't here. So, yeah, let's just beat the dead horse. I'm giving you guff. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. I thought it was mostly boring. For something that I, like, specifically tuned into. Shut the fuck up. Keep Sonic's name out of your fucking mouth. Shut the hell your mouth. People cheered more for Sonic, okay? People were cheering more. Sonic was snubbed. They hate Sonic there. They freaking hate Sonic. They hate that guy. And I'll never play Mario Kart World. Ever! Ever! But I played the Crossroads the other day for hours. I missed it. They added SpongeBob. Mario Kart World doesn't have SpongeBob in it. Mario Kart World doesn't have Riku Hatsune. Sonic Crossroads does. And I could play as SpongeBob. SpongeBob Big Guy Pants, okay. War! We're starting war, chat! One guy booed Mario. Honestly, the thing about the Game Awards was that they rushed through those awards so damn fast that you barely even had time to think about anything. Like, I know that they announced the nominees like way before, so like I guess you have time to like think about who might win. But like, as someone who's like just casually watching, to me, I actually didn't know any of the nominees before I started watching it, so I was like, oh, I didn't know that was nominated. And before I even had a chance, he was like on to the next award. It was like bam, 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 bam. Buy Prime. Buy Prime right now. Don't forget that Prime is sponsoring. Don't forget Prime. Don't forget Amazon Prime. Do you guys want to buy Prime? Do you guys want to buy Prime yet? Do you guys like Google? Do you guys like Google? You want to download Google? You love Google. You freaking love Google. You want to buy Prime, right? You want to buy Prime? You want to play all your games on Prime? Prime? You like Prime? I was like, Jesus Christ. We barely had time to talk about the actual winners, but god damn, they were gonna show you 18 Prime ads in the 2.5 hours that you had to watch it. I was like, fuck. Like, it went crazy mode. You didn't even have time to breathe or think about it. Comic book Glup Shido. I love Glup Shido. Okay? That's my favorite guy. Glup Shido. Oh yeah, Expedition 33. Is it Expedition or Expedition 33, right? Yeah. Yeah, they kind of swept, huh? I saw someone say that, like, if you were gonna give it Game of the Year, then why did you give it all of the other awards, kind of thing? Like, if it was gonna win Game of the Year anyway, then like why also win all the little itty bitty tiny like intermediate awards as well? And like it wasn't 8, it was 11, Quinn. It won 11 awards, right? 11? Wuthering Waves won Player's Choice. What was so funny about Wuthering Waves is they kept pronouncing it as Wuthering Waves. Like W-U-R, Wuthering. But it's Wuthering, right? Because there's no R after the U. I was like, am I having a stroke? Oh, I loved the when they were like, Uma Masume. That made me laugh so bad. I was like... They won 9 of the 13? Oh, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't really have a stake in anything because I don't really care. I just was gonna watch to see if they like announced new games or whatever. But I do think it was insane the way that like it absolutely swept. And yeah, I have yet to see, like when it came out, there were a couple VTubers that were playing it that I like kind of tuned in on, but I got bored. I got bored so quickly. And I think that's just because like, it's just one of those games that like, you don't really watch someone else stream. It's one of those kinds of games that you have to kind of play for yourself and experience for yourself. I'm sure it's great. The acting looked crazy. Like that one girl that won the best actress or performance or whatever, she looked awesome in it. But my eyes glazed over. You know what I mean? Joker Perbona 5 in Smash. Hey, Quinn, do you know that Joker Perbona 5 is also in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? Oh yeah, they showed that Leon guy. Did they like completely change how he looks? He looks like way different. He looks he had like stubble and shit. I was like, whoa. I don't know anything about Resident Evil. I'm just here. He's getting old. He's grizzled now. Why is he in there? Because Persona is an Atlas game, which is under Sega, right? Yeah. All the Persona stuff is always at the Sega pop-up stores in Japan. Late 40s, early 50s. Damn, he got that gilf energy. He's been through a lot. They just keep bringing him back. Will he ever rest? Will he ever rest? Yeah, there was a, one of the trailers for that indie game, the Chicken and the Crow Feet or whatever. I wishlisted that. That's not what it's called. I'm butchering the name. Let me look at what it is actually called. Coven of the Chicken Foot. I wishlisted that because it looks freaking awesome. Hi VR30, welcome in. You like seeing middle-aged guys kicking butt in games? Hey, I never said he was too old to be kicking butt. Because I love old men, so I'm all for it. I'm off. Put more old men in video games, actually. Keep adding more old men into video games. Keep adding. Just this video game can fit so much old men. Yeah, just keep adding them. They should have a video game with only old men in it. But yeah, Coven of the Chicken Foot was like the only game that I saw that I was like relatively interested in, other than the 2 Star Wars ones, obviously. But I was like, ooh, this looks cool. He's 57? Holy shit. He is old. That's crazy. Grandpa. Grandpa! $57, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 6. Showed the mother? Yeah, put old women in video games too. We're hags. We're hags, please. Serving up on a silver platter. You hear it enough at work? I didn't say it. I just got close to saying it. It kind of bothered me at first because I didn't get it. But I like TikToks of when people say it to like a bunch of kids. I saw this TikTok of this guy. He was hanging out of the window while like a bunch of kids were crossing the street, and he was like, and he did the hand motion, and all the kids were like, ah! And they were like going crazy mode about it, and all the teachers looked like done with their lives. Like they hated it. They were so sick of it. And honestly, it's kind of like riling up the dog. You know, like don't rile up the dog. Don't get the dog all frisky. And then you say the secret word that makes a bunch of kids go ape shit. A teacher went into another class and said it and left. The kid at the barbershop asked the lady cutting his dad's hair if it was a low taper fade. Oof. Is every haircut just a low taper fade? Riling up your friend's dog because you don't gotta deal with the aftermath. Real. On Sunday, Teeny is gonna be watching the Polar Express in their Discord, and I'm gonna be there. So if you guys want to watch the Polar Express, then I think you guys should join Teeny's Discord. I don't have a link. I'm just shilling it, but I'm not actually committed to showing you where it's at. But in Teeny's Discord, they're going to be watching Polar Express on Sunday, and I'm going to watch it, and I think everyone should watch it with me. Polar Express is the best Christmas movie, and I will die on this hill. And soon enough, everybody will see why I think that. But I can't reveal my cards just yet. Holly Jolly Whimsy Maxing. Exactly. This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. Yeah! Sea lion videos, and every sound they make is a Naexi Glaurwyrm sound that I have historically made on stream. They do make a lot of grunts, don't they? Sea lions make a lot of yells and screams and screeches and grunts. They're quite silly creatures. They're quite freaking silly little guys. I'm jolly? Question mark. Going into a Clover and Nari stream and typing I'm jolly? Question mark. I'm jolly? I'm jolly? I'm jolly? Jolly? I'm jolly? I'm jolly maxing? I'm jolly? I'm jolly? Starts to sound like a different word. I'm jolly? I'm jolly? I'm jolly. I'm jolly. You know when you say a word a lot and then it ceased to sounded like you're actually saying it out loud? I'm jolly. I didn't have enough time to set up a Christmassy background, so I just had to put on my little hat. I just put on my little hat and then I wanted to hug the neck simps because I haven't hugged you guys in so long. Been 84 million years since I've seen you guys. 84 million thousand gajillion years. Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Real Santa hat's kind of scratchy. Well, get a not scratchy one. Get a soft fuzzy, get a soft fluffy hat. 84 million is a lot, but I'm an old guy, so I persisted, and you guys did too. This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. Hi, Raru. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. That was really all that I wanted to say. Was that I'm back sort of a little bit, maybe. We're gonna start off with like once a week streams until, and collabs until, oh, thank you for redeeming God. Wow, I match now. We're gonna start off with like once a week until the holidays are over, at least until after New Year's. And then after New Year's, I'll probably have like a better gauge of like, thank you for redeeming Bunny. I'll probably have like a better gauge of like schedules and like how the house is run, because I am just a minion living in the presence of others. Hi, Liquor, welcome in. You're on mids. I don't know what that means, but that's good that you'll be around more. You have to be around more. You don't miss the context. You can't miss the context. You don't miss the context of the context. No one's allowed to miss, because then you'll miss the context and you'll understand. Midnight to 8 a.m. Yikes. Duh. What do you mean, duh? Like I would know that. I'm unemployed. I'm just a worm. Yippee, so happy. You're watching a worm stream right now. I know. I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad to be back spending time with everybody and playing game. We're gonna play game. Play game, have fun. Play game, have fun. Have fun, play game. And look out for announcements. Look out for announcements in the Discord. And also I also post voice messages. So if you're new here and you're like, I need a daily dose of worm, but you don't know how to get it, you can listen to my voice messages there. Also, if you want to buy my voice, I do have a Vlu play. Let me get the link for that. I don't even have it pulled up. Hello. Okay. If you want to buy like something specific from me, like a little voice line or like a script, or like you have a question, you can do it there. And yeah, I also watch Tom Hanks. Not only Tom Hanks, but a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, we do watch alongs, and also sometimes I stream stuff that doesn't work very well on stream. Like I'll stream it like in the Discord, and I'll chit chat there too. So yeah, it's just like a fun, it's ping only, but there's some benefits to joining. And the new Fallout season 2 is gonna be starting soon, and I'm gonna put a poll in the Discord later if you guys want to watch season 2, because we watched season 1 together when it came out. Was it last year? Oh. Tom Hanks is in Polar Express, you're right. I guess I do watch a lot of Tom Hanks. He's a good actor. To watch something like Castaway. Actually, I have watched Castaway. I watched it on stream, so there's like a VOD of it, of my first reaction. But yeah, he is in the Polar Express. That's funny. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Wayne is on like big brain mode sometimes. Sometimes my brain is only working at like half speed, but everybody else is always there to catch me when I'm lacking. But yeah, Fallout Season 2 is gonna start, and we watched Season 1 together in the Discord last year, so I'm probably gonna set up times to watch Season 2 together, because I think that would be awesome. So if you guys want to watch Season 2, please watch Season 1 of Fallout. It's on Prime, and also you can also just watch it illegally. I'm not your boss, and I'm not the police. So The Witcher Season 4, I will not be watching that because I hate Chris Hemsworth. Let's find somebody to raid. That's what the police would say. That's true, they would say that. This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. Yeah. Who is streaming right now? We are gonna raid Juju. Juju's playing League of Legends. Let's go raid Juju over on Twitch. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have a really great rest of your night. I will update the Discord about my next stream. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I missed you so much. I missed you. Alright, I'll see you later. Crazy days, baby. Bye bye.